Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, it's about time. Boxing is officially back. You know, we've been needing live sports. With all that's going on, and tonight we got a real good feel tonight of live boxing. Although it was no fans, it was in a bubble in Vegas, and it was supposed to be in New York. Um, Supposed to be at Madison Square Garden. That fight was supposed to be back in March. Um, I bought tickets, and then you know, COVID happened. So you know, but it's back. Live sports is back. Boxing is back. And before I get into it, uh, I want to just say, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, share, drop a comment below. It will be greatly appreciated. But before we get to the main event, Shakur Stevenson will get to a couple of the heavyweight prospects that fought tonight, and one of the guys was Guido Vianello, 6'6". Interesting prospect. He showed good patience in the ring tonight. He was in with a journeyman. Well, not even a journeyman, just a fighter that he's supposed to fight, that he's supposed to beat, and he looked good. He looked better. His competition is about to start stepping up, I believe, because he looks good. He's 6'6". Like I said, he's 6'6", and he got good hand speed, good patience, and really good skill. And he finished it with an overhand right in the first round. So he looked pretty good, and right now, I believe it's time for him to start stepping up his competition, and I think he should sign a fight soon, 2 months from now, month and a half from now. I think he should sign a fight soon because he's young, he's a young prospect, and they've been off for a long time. So a lot of these guys, and then the other heavyweight prospect, the American prospect, Jared Anderson out of Ohio, out of Toledo, Ohio. I like him a lot. His opponent was a little bit more skilled than Vianello's opponent, but he mixed it up really well. He went to the body really well, Jared Anderson. He got caught with more punches than I feel like he wanted to, and his camp wanted to, and a lot of that is he's young already. Tonight was only his fourth or fifth fight, and ring rust. He was supposed to fight a few months back too. His last fight was, I think, was like 43 days ago, so almost a half a year. So with that being said, the young guys, they stepped it up, and he went, what, 3 rounds before he got his opponent out of there with a stoppage, with a TKO stoppage. He was impressive though. He went to the body a lot. Tonight was a night for the body punching. He went to the body a lot though, and he did really well. He looked really well. He looked in shape, and he actually got a lot of credit for being in Tyson Fury's camp for the rematch of Wilder. Fury Wilder too. He made a name for himself, and a lot of guys said he gave Tyson Fury real good work in the camp. And that did a lot for him, because sparring against a guy as good as Tyson Fury, that can only bring your level up, being a young 19-year-old kid. And I believe he turned 20 shortly after that camp in that Fury rematch. But he looked good tonight. He did a lot of body work. He slowed his opponent down, and like I said, he's only 20, so he hasn't even gotten his grown man strength. Even though he's a big kid, 236, 6'4", 236. I don't think he really got his grown man strength yet, because like I said, he just turned 20. So, but he was in shape. He threw a lot of punches. He was accurate. Good head movement. he just needed a little bit more patience in finishing the fight, because he had his opponent, he had him ready to be put out a little bit earlier, but just the patience wasn't there, and the experience wasn't there, the ring generalship wasn't there. But those are two heavyweight prospects with a lot of upside, and who knows, 2, 3, 4 years, we might be seeing those two guys in the ring, fighting for a championship. They look real good. And then the main event was what it was gonna be. Shakur Stevenson, he dominated Felix Caraballo, 6 rounds, and then he stopped him with a vicious body shot. And the thing is, right before the body shot that put him out, he hit him with a body shot right before that, with a right hook to the body. So, and then he dropped him with a body shot in the second round. So tonight was, definitely about the body and guys getting good work. Everybody got good rounds except for Guido. Everybody else got good rounds and did things that they wasn't normally, showed things that they didn't normally show. Jared Anderson, he showed that he could pace himself, go more than one round, because I think the longest he's fought is about 68 or 78 seconds or something like that. And he got pushed tonight. He got pushed. He got hit. He took a few left hooks, looping left hooks that stopped him. Not stopped him, but slowed him down. And made him think, regroup himself, and calm down. And pick his time and stalk wisely. But it's just things he'll work on. Being a 20-year-old kid, he's gonna fix so many things, and I believe if he could get into more high-level training camps, that would do him a huge service. Jumping into a lot of those high-level training camps with some of those guys, if they would have him, because he's on the rise, and they probably don't want to show too much to him, and something that he could use in a year or 2 or 3 down the line, to beat them. But back to Shakur Stevenson, man, I believe he's gonna be one of the faces of boxing for a long time, and he got Andre Ward as a co-manager, so I believe he's gonna be a face in the sport for a long time. And his mind is down to earth. He's getting with the cause, with the Black Lives Matter cause. He's going out protesting. The upcoming weeks. He wasn't able to because of the fight. And when he won his title, his biological dad had actually passed away, I think about a week or so within a week before that fight. And he just kept his emotions in check, kept everything in check, and went ahead and did what he had to do, just like he did tonight. He couldn't protest with his friends the last 3-4 weeks, but he stayed focused. He handled business on his end. He represented in the ring with the Black Lives Matter shirt. And now he's gonna go be on the forefront with everybody and get some protesting and peaceful protesting and things of that nature. But yeah, man, a great night of boxing to kick everything back off. It could have been anybody, you know what I'm saying? But they took us to the top with Shakur Stevenson, and he looked pretty good. He fought at 130 tonight. He looked good, man. He looked strong. He looked filled out. His body's starting to fill out more as he gets older. He's 22, 23, and still kept the speed and sharpness, and his defense is like, now you see him, now you don't. I mean, he's averaging getting touched, getting hit maybe 4.4 times a round, they said. So like, that's crazy. That's amazing. So I believe he can do some work in the 130 division. You know, if he continues to stay steady and handle guys accordingly, I would move him out of the 130-pound division. To be honest, I would leave him right there. He's probably gonna have better fights, and I see him. He could end up at 140 at one of these days. Like I said, he's still young and growing, but I would get the most out of the 130-pound division. You know, if I was him, and then you go up in a year or so, 2 years, to 135, where you start to get to the big money and the big names, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Tank Davis, so those guys up there. I think he would do well. I think he would do well. You know, whoever's left up there, if anybody doesn't move up or down, I think he would do well, man, because he's just as good as anybody. Gary Russell Jr., don't let me forget nobody. But he's just as good as those guys, you know, and probably a little bit ahead of them skill-wise, you know. And like he said, I like when he said, you know, about him not being the next Floyd Mayweather, him being the first Shakur Stevenson, but he also gave credit. He said he stole from Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Andre Ward, Bud Crawford, all those guys. He took pieces of their, you know, skill level and you know, emulated some of those things in the ring for, you know, him to be as good as he is. He incorporated a lot of that into his game, so into his game in the square circle. So yeah, man, it was a good night of boxing. And again, man, please subscribe, like the video, share, drop a comment below if you haven't already. If I missed something, I know there was a fight on that card earlier. I didn't get off work early enough to see it, but and there was another fight that got canceled due to one of the female fighters testing positive for COVID. So you know that's still an issue. So but you know, in all, great night. Boxing's back. Everybody got to be happy, man. I'm happy. But other than that, man, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Have a good one.